most people nowadays, they spend so much of time and money in education. It's okay to have education, so further career education. Then they running around with a piece of paper looking for a job. Even so many people come here. Now I'm not, they're looking for a job, but wasting time. But for some people who are looking for a career opportunity, do you think network marketing is offering a career opportunity?
Yeah, I think it's a great career. I'm biased, of course, because that's what I've done all my life. You have people that maybe immigrate here, and they're looking for a job. Well, they need a job. They don't need a business. But what I do tell them is, while you're looking for a job, it's okay to be building your business along the side, because you're not going to be interviewing 8 hours a day. So when they come over, they can be building a business while they're looking for a job, and building a business when they first start the job, and then later on, they will have options. Maybe in a year or two, they could say, I make this much money on my job, this much money on my business, it's the same. And they have some choices. They say, well, choice number one is I keep my job and use all this money to take care of my future, or donate to charity, or put in a project I like. Or another choice would be just to get rid of the job so you have all the time for your passion. But having more choices is always a lot more fun. But if they're just brand new and people say, well, I don't need a business, I need a job, I always say, yes, you're right, you need a job, but you could, in the meantime, talk to some people and start building your business now, so later you have more choices.
Yeah, good one. But this is, I wanted to, you have written so many books, I have read some of your books, so practical and very, very easy to understand. Maybe you can post, there are many people going to watch this video later on, maybe for their benefit. So what are the key books you have, maybe some of the benefits, and how can they get to it?
To read any of my books, they're all relatively short, 100 pages. I think the biggest one's 148. But the books are only on a specific skill on how to talk to people in the correct way. And out of all the books I've written, there's a book called How to Create Instant Rapport. I tell people if you go to bigalbooks.com, it'll be the book that has a big rapport on it. Look it up. And it's about 75 pages, something like that. And all it is these little phrases we're talking about of what you could say. And by just using these little phrases without changing anything else you do in the business, the results will be massive because we're getting inside their head with the message. Of all the books, of the 7 or 8 books that are up there on the side, that would be the first one I'd read, is How to Create Instant Rapport. Because if you don't have rapport, the rest of the message is lost. So I'll just tell them to go to bigalbooks.com and they'll see it there. And I think it's in Australia, it's probably $4.20 or something like that for the book.
Wow.
Long-term finance.
Long-term finance. We need to get a loan for that?
Amazon.com.au or something, it goes like that.
So, yes. I highly recommend his books if you want it. bigalbooks.com.
Bigalbooks.com.
I got some of your books, quite a few books. And other things, some of your newsletters I get most of the time. So practical, tips and some fun, how we can create conversation. How can we get access to that one?
Well, if they go to bigalbooks.com, there's a little place in the upper right-hand corner they can leave their email address. And when they do that, we tell them the next time our next book comes up, you can get it free. We'll send you a notice. So just leave your email there and get it for free. And while you wait for the next book to come up, because they come out about every 6-8 weeks, we'll send you some tips of cool things to say in the meantime. So all they have to do is leave their email at the upper right-hand corner of bigalbooks.com, and everything else is magical in that. And they can have a good time. And it's free, well within their budget.
Who doesn't like free?
Yeah.
Anyway, so as I said, it's this video in this, so it's going to reach many, many people. For those who, the unfortunate one who couldn't make it. What are the tips for even the future new people coming? What are the message for people who are seeing this? to succeed in this any adventure, especially in network marketing? Tips.
Well, in our case, we have some sort of a moral obligation to at least let people know that we have an opportunity. They may not want to take advantage of it. I'm perfectly okay with that, but we have to let them know. And when we let them know, it may not be the right time. I give this little story about this network marketer is calling up a bank vice president and says, hey, you know, you want to join our business at 6 in the morning. The bank vice president says, I just woke up, you know, I'm just looking at my cereal bowl. No, I don't want to join any business. But what would have happened if he would have called at 5:30 in the morning? 5:30 in the morning, the person says, I'm just getting up. I hate waking up. This is terrible. I'm looking for some sort of opportunity. I hate waking up every morning. 30 minutes difference, the same person is now a great prospect. And you don't know, maybe they're driving down to work and get in a car accident, and now they're a terrible prospect because, you know, they're up in the hospital for a week or two. And then after they get out of the hospital, they have all these hospital bills, they become a great prospect and say, oh man, I need this business. And then later on that day, the boss comes in and fires him. You know, things change so much in people's lives. So if you and I are going to be a good prospect in the morning, maybe in the afternoon we're not. And if you're watching this video, I bet there was a time in your life, if somebody called you and said, I got this great network marketing business opportunity, should we talk about it? I bet there's at least one time in your life where you thought, no, now's not the best time. You know, I'm getting married this afternoon, I have to show up. Or I have terrible diarrhea and I can't do it. So if we respect the fact that everybody would like to do this business, but maybe not today at this very time, it's okay. So if we talk to them politely today, when their time is right, they'll remember us and remember us fondly. So let people have the opportunity, and then it's their choice, and you'll never, ever feel guilty about somebody coming to you 50 years later and says, why didn't you tell me 50 years ago I could have had the life of my dreams?
That's a very good point. It's our responsibility or obligation when we have something useful to share with people. That's very, thanks Mikhail that's all the wonderful tips.
Okay.
Very nice to have you, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun and meet you again.
And we'll have another interview again.
Thank you. Thank you. That's from me. So if you like what you see, please leave the comment here to say your thoughts, what you like, what you didn't like, whether you like my shirt or you like my bald head or anything. Please leave some comment. I love to connect with you, love to know what you're thinking about it. Or if you really want to, you can be willing to share this with your contacts. You can just click the share button, Facebook, you can copy in Facebook, or you can click the Twitter button or Google+. Just share with everyone. Knowledge is to be shared. It's your time. Thank you.